Oh, what now? I gotta get to page 18. So with page 18, this is kind of the after action page, the denouement, right, in literary terms. It's gonna have, whoops. Prometheus here. They're surprised that they won, right? And he's going to say, what did you do? How did you do it? What happened? Right? So that's the dialogue that's going to go in this spot. Then we have this kind of zoom out and we see that Hondo's back to his normal size again. And then, we zoom forward to what happened to Stardust? Like, what happened to him? And he's getting to his feet. And he looks up. And he realizes where he is. And he's actually in the Bright Realm. This is where he wanted to be all along. That was the whole plan. Why he set up a whole ambush. And what happened was the banishment sent him back to his home shard, his home plane, if you will. Because that's the rules of magic, right? The rules of magic, the time before time, are immutable. And he realized that he kind of got what he wanted all along. Now, I think that my problem here, and I do have a problem, is that I want one more panel. And if you want one more panel for a whole comic, you can't do a whole nother page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reshuffle things. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Bring in a fourth row. Next time. Right? So we've got to figure out. I just got to draw them correctly. Where you get to the last page and suddenly you forget how to draw. That'll be the story of me. Tell you what. All right. So for a final page, I think we're on the right track, anyways. Lately, I've been working on my traditional inking skills. That means not digital. So, just as an aside, I've been doing these inking streams, and this is what I've got so far. So, I drew this in pencil, but I'm going to do the rest of it. Come on now. Then maybe I can. You got to improve your skills. Neck is way too long, right? That is true. Let me. We're not going to worry about the neck for just a second. Okay, this is why it pays to be digital. You can just pop in and edit when you need to. Well, I mean, we could have done the same thing with traditional. We would draw. We were still in the pencil stage, quote unquote. So it wouldn't have been too complicated of a matter to just erase and redraw. Since I guessed the wrong place. The collar has 3 tiers, so there we go. There's all 3 tiers. There's our 2 characters. There they are at the scene of the missing Stardust. The danger I'm running into right now is doing too many characters that are the same size, but I think we're okay. We'll see. Stardust can't believe his luck at this point. He'll be like, I'm like over here, he's going to be kind of lamenting the situation. He goes, "Oh, I can't believe I lost. I was so close to getting everything I wanted." Um, and then when he realizes that he's in the Bright Realm already, then he's got what he had been hoping for. Oh. All right. This head, I wanted it to be big, but I'm getting cut off here. But I think that it's okay to cut off the top of the head. I might end up shrinking this down a bit, but I like the idea of having a big panel, sized head there. Almost these guys, they're kind of, super mid. I don't know if I can make them bigger. Maybe something like that. Now remember, these are rough, so if you're looking at these like this is terrible, it's okay. We'll hopefully improve on them. Hopefully, um, before too long. When we get to the actual inking part, or rendering in a little bit harder. And he'll be saying, "It's true. I'm back at the Bright Realm." Yeah, this will be cool. And then he's going to have the evil realization that now I have access to my full arsenal. He's got a clenched fist here. Maybe two clenched fists. When you clench your fist, your thumbs are on the outside. Are they? When you see them, your thumbs are kind of on the inside. Man, I messed these up. I'm gonna have to redraw them. But you know, this is the last page. If I get it right, this would be page 18. I guess I guessed right. I was thinking 18 or 19, and I was revising upwards to 19 as of yesterday. But I woke up this morning. Lately, I wake up early, and I don't have to do any hands at all, actually. And I was thinking, how am I going to resolve this? Like, what are the panels that I'm going to have to do? So I started kind of like going over them in my mind. Well, we're going to have to show what happens to everybody. I might do one fist. What would Dr. Doom do? Right? And then we got this bottom panel. Next time. Now, it could be that I've got to redraw this a bit. Like, there's no place for dialogue, and I think that he should have enough dialogue that the reader realizes that despite losing, he kind of also had a win, and now he's more dangerous than ever. Like that's what the reader must realize. Maybe instead of a grin, I could have him with an open mouth, like he's talking. I don't know. Come on. All right. That's for this. We got the beginnings of a face. Not very refined. These will be like partial silhouettes. All right. Okay, I'm only at 18, 19 minutes. Now, usually I would like to do my full dialogue before I start actually inking in. And because that might necessitate the resizing of some panels. And if you're going to resize at the pencil layer and then ink rather than resize after you ink, which is a real pain. So, but I can do the panel borders. Like that is a possibility. Because the panel borders presumably won't change. So there's one. And that will make things easier. So like when you're drawing, of course, it's on a different layer. So if you draw outside of a panel border or whatever, it just gets cut off and it's fine. It's okay. I also, while I was at work today, I was looking up, I did some, my problem is I have a regular small sized, I don't know if it's small sized. My scanner can handle 9 by 12, but for traditional inking comic pages, you need 11 by 17. And I can't do that. But they make a utility. Not my scanner. My scanner's an Epson. Epson doesn't make the utility. But I found a couple of utilities that you can get that'll do the stitching for you. I tried to do the stitching literally in MS Paint, and I messed it up a little bit. But, you know, you do what you can. Ain't that the truth? Do what you can, baby. And I need to set that up today too. And in the meantime, I mean, I've been enjoying kind of working on these traditional, I won't say they're pages, they're covers, because inking a page, by the way, anybody can ink pages. You can find them online. They're all over the place. Kirby in particular had a lot of uninked pages kind of floating around the internet. If you want to go onto Heritage Auctions or Comic Art Fans or Pinterest, you can find some pages, man. But I'm determined to like kind of incorporate that into my practice. All right. But for if I were to actually like switch over to try and do some pages traditionally, I think what I would do is do them at 9 by 12. A lot of manga guys do 9 by 12. It's not unheard of. It's not a crazy idea. It's not two up. It's not two up like you would do an American or a Western style comic page. But it ain't bad either. You know, it's not that bad at all. All right, well, I don't know if that worked or not. Oh, it did work. Okay, good. All right, here we go. All right, there's my sassy page. Getting sassy with it. Sassy. Remember Phil Hartman? Phil Hartman was so cool. All right, 24 minutes. And I have begun page 18. And this will be the final page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if we count that seventh panel, but 7-esque panels. I'm a little off balance because I got all my short panels on the far side. Like maybe I should switch that up, but I think I've got them in the right place. You know, all things considered. Let me take a look. One thing I might want to do. Hold on. Please like, follow, and subscribe. There'll be more comics every day, every day, every day. And it's really just a matter of, you know, working through the process, keeping the story going, knowing what a story is. All right. See you later, alligators.